Hello everyone, Sara Bierman here, business agility coach for AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Standup. Let's get started. I've been very fortunate in my career to work in different roles such as QA, BA, Scrum Master, and Product Owner. I feel like the most important skill for each of these roles was my attitude. I try to cultivate and keep a positive attitude, especially at work, by focusing on gratitude. I hope to share my perspective and gratitudes with you every Wednesday, thanks to Lee Henson, CEO and President of AgileDad. For today's gratitude, I would like to honor my Mexican heritage and draw a parallel between the celebration of Cinco de Mayo and Agile. On May 5th, 1862, the Mexican army, with 4,000 soldiers, defeated 8,000 French soldiers, who were better equipped and notorious for not being defeated in half a century. It was significant for both Mexico and the United States. If the French had not been defeated, they would have likely given assistance to the Confederates in the American Civil War, and its outcome could have been very different. So, what does this have to do with Agile? One could say the Mexican army was small but mighty in comparison with the French army. There have been several times I have been part of a smaller squad building software, but we have accomplished great things. In my experience, there are several reasons why having a smaller team is more advantageous than having a larger team, although it may seem counterintuitive. The biggest advantage is being able to communicate and collaborate more effectively, and I'd like to explain that a bit more for you today. Developing software is all about communicating and collaborating. When you have too many people on a team, even with the best documentation and facilitation, coordination can be cumbersome. Smaller teams are better positioned to efficiently and effectively manage Scrum events like sprint planning, daily stand-ups, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. A small squad will increase the ability for the team to focus and make faster decisions so they can be agile. This is why adding team members to a deadline is not the best solution and can actually further delays. Beyond being more efficient and effective, smaller teams can feel more familiar and rewarding. In a large organization, it can be easy to feel insignificant or not see the difference you make. Just like in a family or circle of friends, when you are part of a smaller group, you can see how important you are to your partners and how everyone has a role to play. Along with knowing how much value you add when you are part of a smaller team, it's easier to know when someone is not fulfilling their role. When your small team has strong connections, transparency and accountability increases. This makes having hard conversations and making adjustments when needed less difficult. While every team will have challenging sprints and projects, a small but mighty team will use their agility to their advantage. So if you are part of a small but powerful team, please continue to express your gratitude for each and every one of them. You might even share how the size of your team can be an asset too, so they can see their potential. Happy Wednesday, everyone. No matter what you have left on your plate for the rest of the week, keep focused, keep it simple, and you will be successful.